Wait, what?
So walking into our hotel room, it is fairly dark and you walk directly into your first bedroom. It has a king size bed here. The two lights on the wall on either side are the only ones in this area except for down that hallway there, but we'll get to that in a second. Artwork up on the wall here. A very, very large headboard going all the way across and a closet on the other side here. We have some of my kids' stuff hanging up already. And we have a safe down here, as you do. Hangers for all your things. Now if we come over here, instructions to get out if you need to get out quickly. We have a fairly large TV on the wall and a little desk area, but you don't have anything to sit at the desk area. Lights beside the bed over here with receptacles. I guess you can store your bags down there. We've got a coffee maker in the corner. We have a sink, which is nice, and some storage space underneath. Nothing in there. And we have a fridge. Now the question is there anything in the fridge? The fridge is empty, but it does feel cold, so that's good. Turning around this way, we're gonna go into the bathroom. Now this bathroom is a little bit interesting, and I'm gonna show you the bathtub side of it after. Hi everybody. Let's go take a look at the shower. A nice heavy door on the shower and a whole bunch of space. It looks really nice in here. As I've seen in a bunch of hotel videos in the past, I figure you could fit probably a good 4 people in there comfortably. Now over here, we have a sink, and like I said, the bathtub is to the left, but we'll get to that. Here we have another room with the toilet in behind a door, some pretty artwork up on the wall. So we're going to get to this now. This is the bathtub, and it is a whirlpool tub, which my wife will absolutely be trying out later on this evening. But then there's this, and I'll have to show you where that goes. Going into what I would call the main bedroom now, and we'll get over to the view in a second because, well, there really isn't one at the moment, so we kind of need to wait for it to clear up. A nice king-size bed here, and we have a couch, which pulls out into another bed. Here is the window to the bathroom again, so what you should be able to do here is open this up to the bathtub, and you can sit in there with a glass of wine, and you would normally have a view that goes out to the falls, except it is all fog out there and you can't see anything right now. Same kind of headboard as the other room. We got some outlets down there. The exact same artwork on the wall over here that we had in the other bedroom. Little tiny ottoman in the middle. On this side, we have a desk and chair with a mirror and yours truly. Hello. Over here, we have a gigantic TV, 65, maybe 70 even. That's a huge TV. An ice bucket. And the fun thing here is there's water here, which is free if you're a diamond, gold, or silver member, but if you're not, it's $5 a bottle. I'm glad we brought our own. We're gonna take a walk over to the window now, and you really, unfortunately, can't see the falls, so we're gonna cut this, and we're gonna come back when you can see things a little bit more clearly. We have a little bit of a view now, so we'll look out and you can see American Falls over that way, Horseshoe Falls over that way. A little bit of a clearing in the fog. All right, so we're up in our hotel room in the Hilton Fallsview in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. And right now we don't have that much of a view because it's fog outside. And so we figured we'd sit down and just have a chat with you guys and let you know kind of how our experience is going here so far. We did a whole bunch of falls attractions today, which you'll be seeing in another video coming out next week. And it was a lot of fun, but it did start raining. So it kind of dampened our spirits a bit, but you kind of expect to get a little bit wet when you go to Niagara Falls, walking out underneath where all the mist is coming down. And so we pulled up to the hotel. You actually drive in right underneath the hotel, only for them to tell us that they have absolutely no on-site parking available left. And we only pulled in at like 4:30, which is half an hour after check-in starts. So we had to drive 2.5 blocks away from the hotel to another parking lot. Now, the fortunate thing is it's a parking lot that's owned by the Hilton as well. They actually had a courtesy van, and he pulled up right behind our car in the parking lot and assisted us in getting our things into the van and getting us over to the hotel. So that worked out pretty well, although I was kind of looking forward to the valet experience at the hotel, even though the valet service here on the weekend costs $100 for one night. After we got that sorted, we got dropped off at the hotel, I walked into the check-in desk and got up to the counter, and she said, well, your room on the 49th floor isn't available because there's a maintenance thing with it and it's not fixed yet. She says, oh, but we do have another room on the 48th floor that is exactly the same. So we're actually sitting right now directly below the room we were supposed to be in. And the view from here, when we walked in, absolutely stunning, absolutely amazing looking out the window here, 48 floors up. I'm looking out now. I know you guys can't see it, but you saw it earlier in the video and I'm going to show it to you again. We only had about 5 minutes where we could actually see the falls and all of the other stuff out there because the fog rolled in and, well, it's still pretty foggy out there right now. You can't really see a whole lot. Our hotel experience so far has been pretty good. The window to the bathroom is kind of weird. Somebody here is looking forward to filling up the tub and enjoying it because we try not to waste that much water at home, but she's going to fill that thing right up to her neck, right up to your eyeballs. Going back to the parking, we are at offsite parking, and I think they said it was $40 a day for the offsite parking. It was something like that, yeah. Which is actually reasonable compared to the on-site parking if they had any available. So, but the one problem with that is when we want to go, we have to go downstairs and either walk over to that lot, and it's been raining, but we'll have to walk over to that lot or possibly get their shuttle to take us over if it's available. But again, it's been a pretty good experience. The hotel room is amazing. It's clean. It is, it's everything I was hoping it would be. And I'm looking in all the corners and whatnot. It looks like it's pretty darn clean too. I've got to point out something I found in the bathroom, and let's just take a look here. This is the main bathroom door. And, well, the main bathroom door doesn't close far enough to latch. Now, I guess you can't really be concerned about your security when you can't lock the door. But if somebody really wanted to get in, they could just climb through that. But you'd think you'd be able to close a bathroom door properly.
The only other thing we found was this door that had some paint on it and was obviously not cleaned up when it was completed. We had a wonderful night in the Hilton Fallsview, and I decided to play around with my camera a little bit in the morning and get some shots of the full room where you can actually see the view out the window. But I feel like this shot gives you more of a feeling of exactly how large the rooms are. This one being the main room, and this one being the room that's right off of the entrance where my oldest daughter stayed for the night. Now, bright and early this morning, I took a walk around the hotel just to see what everything looked like, and this was the main lobby, but we didn't actually see this side of it when we came in because the shuttle brought us in through the garage, and we came in through one of the back doors. Here we're coming up on the check-in area, and it's actually quite comfortable. The chairs and couches out here for family members waiting for you to check in, which my wife and kids took full advantage of while we were here. Walking down this hallway, we have a Starbucks, and we also have a little bit of a convenience store. I did find out the hard way that a bag of Doritos and a bottle of pop in this store will set you back almost $17. On the main floor here, you also have the Corso restaurant. It is an Italian restaurant, and it has a 4.2 star rating, which makes it pretty darn good. Although it was closed because I was here really early. I didn't get up there myself this time, but the hotel does have a restaurant called the Watermark Fallsview up on the 33rd floor of the hotel with a panoramic view out towards the Canadian and the American Falls. The fitness center is located on the 17th floor and has all Precor equipment. It is a very amazing place with a view out to the falls as well. Now, I figured for how early I was out that I wouldn't run into people in either of the pools, but I was wrong. There were kids in the wading pool and there were a bunch of adults in the Infinity Edge pool as well, but they are both amazing places, and here are the photos from the website. Cost for our room, with everything included, taxes and Niagara fees, was $557, which is honestly reasonable considering we were there in the off season. If we'd been going in the summer, that would have been quite a bit more expensive for this particular room. All in, we were extremely satisfied with our stay at the Hilton Fallsview and all of the attractions that we got to visit while we were in Niagara Falls. There will be another video coming in about a week where we show you all the attractions we visited with the kids and just had an absolutely amazing time. So I thank each and every one of you for being here today. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.